All right, guys. So today we're going to go over a full step-by-step and in details on what it is, what team building is, and how to do it. Okay. So I have this training overview. These are the different things we're going to go over, and this is the order of events for this training. So we're going to start with the levels of team building. Okay, there are several levels involved. I can find my. So this is the levels of team building. So it starts at executive. That is once you have 3 agents that you have sponsored that you are mentoring. Okay. It pays out 13% of the profit pool on a monthly basis, which averages $52 to $63 per month. From there, your next level is bronze, which is 6 agents underneath you, pays out 14%, ranging from $88 to $120 per month. From there, you have silver, which is sponsoring or mentoring 9 agents, and that pays out 20%, which is equivalent to between $143 to $220 a month. I've seen it for the past several months. I would say it averages about 150 to 165. It's pretty much the average that I've seen recently. For gold is when you have, and this is where it starts to get complicated, and we're going to go into structuring in a bit. But gold is where you have to do what's called structuring your team in a certain way. This is where your first account that you have would have 15 agents, and then 3 subsequent accounts that you have would each have the ranking of silver, so 9 in each of those. So you're gonna have a total of 4 accounts, and they each have to have a certain number of agents on them. That one yields an approximate $1,000 a month minimum, could be as much as $1,500 a month, and that one has been sitting just above $1,000 on average for the past couple months. Okay, from there it goes into platinum. Platinum is a total downline of 300 agents. Okay, doesn't have to be structured in any particular way, with one exception. Any particular account or leg that you have agents on, they will only count up to 100 agents on any given account. So if you have 4 accounts and you have let's say you have 300 people, but 200 of those agents are on one leg, they're not going to count. They're only going to count 100 of those people on the one leg. So to reach platinum, 300 total downline. However, only up to 100 on each account will be counted. Okay, that comes with a leadership bonus of $1,750, pays out 30% of the profit pool. Your average monthly residual income is between $4 and $5 grand. So that's kind of everybody's like, want to get to that, right? Who doesn't want $4,000 of residual on top of your commission income? So that's kind of the exciting, the one that everybody's trying to reach. So now we're going to go into how to structure your team. There are in-depth trainings on this if you need to refer to them on the Infinity Beach Bosses site. However, basically, and I don't have a slide for this, so we're just going to talk about it. So when you first sign up, you automatically have your first account, right? You signed up, you have your agent ID, that is your first account. So when it comes to structuring, so when you're executive, bronze, and silver, all of those rankings will go under your first account that you have, okay? So up to that point, you only have your main account that you initially became an agent with. That's it, okay? Beyond that, if you are trying to reach gold, this is where you would then add in a second leg, okay? Or a second account. Every person can have 2 accounts under their social security number, and you can have 2 accounts under an EIN, which you get for free from irs.gov. It takes about 5-10 minutes to get that. You get it right away, instantly, and you have access to that. And you can have 2 accounts with an EIN. So what you do when you're structuring is, so you have your main account, and let's say you have, sorry, I misplaced my water. Let's say you have, your 9 people, you have silver, right? And you're wanting to reach gold. As you saw on that previous screen, you need 4 accounts for gold, or to have 4 different people direct underneath you that have built up to silver. The quickest, most likely, and the easiest way to get to gold is to structure and build your own team. Do not wait for somebody else who signs up underneath you to build your team for you, because you could be waiting a very, very long time. I don't want to have to depend on anybody else for my success. I want to be in control of my own success. I'm sure you guys would probably all agree with that. So what you would do, once you have silver, you have 9, you're going to need some padding, because you're going to have agents who quit. So what I suggest you do is get that first leg up to at least 12. Okay. So you have 9 for silver plus a few extra. I would say get up to 12, maybe even 13. Then once you have that, you're ready to add your second account, because now that first account, you're no longer shelling out the $69.95 because it's coming out of your residuals. Okay. So then you start your second account underneath your social security number, just like you did your first. So now you have a second leg. So now when you are team building and getting prospects, you're going to send them the link for your second account. And you're going to do the exact same thing with that one. Build it up to 12 or 13. And then you're ready to start an account with your EIN. At that point, you'll go to irs.gov, you'll apply for an EIN. It's super easy, I promise. You'll get that and you'll start your third leg. Again, your first and second, you've built them up to silver and beyond. So they are both being paid for by residuals. So you're not paying $69.95 a month out of pocket for those anymore. So you'll create your third account with your EIN. Again, build that one up to 12 or 13 people. And then you're ready to add your fourth account under your EIN. Okay, second one under the EIN, first 2 under your social, third and fourth are under your EIN. Okay, and again, build that one up to 12 or 13. So now, in a perfect world, if you still had 12 or 13 agents on your first, second, third, and fourth, you are only 2 people away from gold at that point, because gold status is, I closed it up. Gold status is 15 on your main account. It can't be 15 on your second, third, or fourth. It has to be on your main account is 15. Okay, the very first account you signed up with has to be the one that has 15 minimum. Then accounts 2, 3, and 4, you have 9 or more, you've reached gold. Okay, so that's the easiest way to get there. And beyond that, it's just a matter of continuing to invite people and add them where needed. If you lose somebody on a given leg, okay, well, then you get somebody who wants to sign up, you would send the link for that corresponding leg so that you can replace them. Okay, and that's kind of the quick version of how to do that. I'm going to visit the, you're confused. Okay, give me 1 minute and we will go through questions here. Yeah, so Lori, each account is going to come with the 16. So anytime you start a new account, you're going to have to pay the initial $69.95. Okay, but you're not adding on a second account or a third account or anything until you've already reached a point with the one before where it's being paid for by residuals, right? Because once you've reached silver, you're actually making a little bit of profit each month. You're bringing in about $150 a month. So you're actually making a little bit extra by the time you're adding your next account. So the $69.95 will still continue to come out, but it's coming out of your residuals at that point, not out of your bank account. Okay. You cannot know once, unfortunately, you cannot. So you can't change an account to an EIN or vice versa. And you also cannot move agents from one leg to another. So if I end up having an awesome team builder on my second account and I'm like, man, but my fourth account's really sucking right now, I need to add some people, I can't move that team builder to the other one. It doesn't work like that. Wherever you put them is where they get put, and you just have to hope for the best. So you do not have to have 3 or 4 accounts, okay, Sophia? But if you are trying to reach gold, that is going to be the quickest way to get there, because if you're waiting for somebody else to become a team builder, you don't know how many agents you may have before you get one. For me personally, I actually I built myself to gold, and then one of those new agents that helped me reach that mark is actually a team builder. So I pretty much built myself to gold, and it took a few months. So it just depends. I mean, if you have somebody sign up under your first account and they're rocking and rolling, then you're in a better position. But it's definitely quicker and easier if you structure it the way that I was explaining. Sophia, taxes, that I have no idea. I'm going to be doing my taxes for the first time with all these accounts this year. That I couldn't tell you. That you may want to refer to some of the tax videos on the Infinity site, because that is not my area of expertise at all. So that's so any other questions about the structuring or the different levels so far? Are we good? Yeah, get a good accountant. It's definitely more than I want to be. I'm not even going to try to pretend I know what I'm talking about. Nope, absolutely not. So, all right, so we will go ahead and continue on. We're going to go into, so where is the presentation calendar? Okay, you guys are like, okay, great, I want a team build. How do I know when to send clients? So there are several places that you can find the presentation calendar. Okay. One of them is going to be the Infinity site. Okay. They have underneath advanced profit pool. If you're wanting to do team building, ask your mentor to have this advanced profit pool unlocked for you. Okay. Underneath here, they have the monthly calendar they put out for beach bosses. Okay. There is a corporate one as well. But this is the one we primarily use, and it's put out like usually like a day or two before the end of the month. It's put out for the new month coming up. Okay. So this one was put out like August 30th. So this will get posted, and anytime there's updates, they'll come in and update it. The little star will show where things have been changed. But this shows beach bosses. It has the Zoom info here, and there's also Spanish, and they're highlighted. The Spanish ones are the times that are listed in that bluish purple color. So it's pretty easy to understand, but this is the whole month, okay? And the reason you want the whole month is because you're going to use what I recommend you do, is any other team builder will tell you to get Calendly, and we'll go over that in just a few minutes. But you're going to set up your entire monthly schedule all at once, okay? So this is a good place to find this calendar. Another place to find the calendar is going to be in a team building chat. If you are not in a team building chat yet, what you need to do is make sure that on Telegram that you have your agent ID attached to the end of your last name. Everybody who's on here today should, if you're on Telegram, which you should be, if you do not have your agent ID on the end of your last name on Telegram, you will get kicked out of the main chats. And the reason for that is because they want to be able to verify that each person who is in the chats belongs in the chat. Okay. We've had scammers and spammers come in and try to disrupt different chat groups. And so the easiest way for them to be able to know if somebody belongs is if they have their agent ID at the end of their name, and they can be verified as an active agent. Okay. So if you want to be in a team chat or a team building chat, make sure that you add your agent ID and then ask your mentor to add you to those. And we'll make sure that you get added to a team building chat, and these calendars are posted in there as well. Okay. So where's your link? How do you send a link off? Okay. That's another good thing to know. So I'm going to log into my main account. And show you where you will find your link. Okay, so when you're in your back office, everybody's back office looks just like this. Up here in the top right corner, it says Enroll an Agent. Okay, if you were to click on that, this URL here at the top, copy and paste that and save it to a sticky notes or a clipboard on your phone and or your computer. I suggest both. That way you have it ready. If somebody, after they've watched the presentation and they're ready to sign up, you can send them that and it'll bring them, when they click on it, it'll bring them to this page exactly. Okay. And then they're United States, they click next, and here's the sign up. Okay. So that's how you get your link out, is right there under Enroll an Agent. You copy that URL and send it off. Okay. All right, I'm going to go over a couple questions here. I've seen this one on the team website, not updated before, but it was updated in team chat. So just an FYI, yes, definitely. And the chats, they're much quicker to get those things updated there and obviously in real time. So the team chats are the best way to stay connected with everybody, guys. Do we have to be on Telegram or is it strongly recommended? Strongly recommended. Is nothing within this organization is a requirement, with the exception of getting your niche certification and a couple of requirements for business cards, and obviously the process of collecting credit card authorization. The basics, the very basics, are the only things that are required. Any additional trainings that you want to do or certifications that you want, or being involved on a Facebook group for anything, or Telegram, all that is completely optional. However, I can promise you, you will have much more success if you are plugged in and you're staying in contact. Does that mean that my phone goes off constantly? No. And the reason is because I'm in, I don't know, probably 10, 15 different Telegram chats. Plus I run my own team chat. Okay. I keep all of it muted except for my personal team chat. Everything else on Telegram, I keep muted, or else I would never be able to sleep. It would just go off nonstop and it would stress me out. So I keep everything muted except for my personal team chat. And that's because I want to be available for my agents at any time. But other than that, no, completely optional. Okay, I'm in my mentors Telegram group. When can I create my own group? Okay, so usually, really, that's totally up to you. I didn't start my own until I was almost at gold. However, looking back, I kind of wish I would have done it when I first started, honestly, maybe even as early as bronze, once you reach 6 agents. Um, because I screwed up, and the very first time, it's a long story, but the very first time I started team building, I definitely let my team down, and I didn't stay in contact, and I kind of let things go for a while. I ended up losing. I had gotten up to like 15 agents, and I ended up getting all the way back down to 1 because I wasn't putting in the effort that I needed to. So I definitely recommend, once you reach silver, I would say it's probably a good time to go ahead and create one if you haven't at that point. But definitely by the time you reach gold, you should have your own team chat. No, you don't need permission for them to start your own chat or anything. Not at all. You don't need permission to do anything. You're good. All right. So we've gone through structuring, the different levels of team building, how to find a presentation calendar, how to share your link. So now we're going to go ahead and get into Calendly because it's going to play a big role in what I've already gone over. Okay. Calendly is probably how the majority of you guys, if not all of you, became an agent, right? Whoever invited you sent you a link on Calendly. This is it. Okay. There is a free version, which I have never used. If you want to use the free version, go ahead. I'm just not sure of what the restrictions are with it. I have the paid version of Calendly. It's like $10 a month, including tax. And when I tell you it's worth it, I mean, it's totally worth it. Okay. Are you going to ask anybody else who does team building? They're going to tell you, yes, get Calendly. It is a game changer and a lifesaver. So what you can do, and I'm not going to go into a lot on this, okay? I'm just showing you the very basics. I have in the chat box, I've put in a full training on it for you guys. And I'll share that YouTube channel again here in a bit as well. But this is Calendly. So what you can do in Calendly is create events, which is what you use this button here. And that's what these are, okay? This Beach Bosses presentation here, the yellow one, is the one that I use for the main Beach Bosses calendar. The reason you guys see two here is because my accountability partner does trainings for a very, very small group of prospects. And she allows me to invite prospects to either schedule for this one or this one. And so that's why you see the second one here. If you're just starting out, you'll probably just have the Beach Bosses presentation, and that is totally fine. So when you're using Calendly, once you've gotten it all set up, and I'll let you guys watch the other training on that because it's a long training. Basically, what you would do is right here, this Calendly link right here, this is what you would copy and paste to a prospect or an applicant, somebody who wants to know more. You say, okay, great, we'll schedule a free informational Zoom meeting, and you would send them this link, and that's going to bring them up to, when they click on that link, this is what they'll see, okay? If it's just Beach Bosses here, they'll click on that. You can see it has the Zoom ID and password for them here, and they'll be able to select the date. Something that I want to stress to you guys with Calendly is that when you're scheduling your prospects, do not schedule for more than 4 days at a time. The reason is, if you were to just give them this whole month of September to pick a day, they may pick something on the 28th or the 30th of the month. And what's going to happen is they're going to lose interest or forget about it, and they're going to change their mind on coming to the presentation. They used to only schedule even for 3 days out, not even 4 days. The reason I upped it to 4 was because we have so many different like holiday weekends where there's not very many presentations going on. I wanted to give them a few more options for scheduling. But otherwise, do not let them schedule beyond 4 days. And that's explained in the whole setup in the other training. Okay. So this is kind of Calendly in a nutshell. You can adjust the days and times, and that other training goes into all of that. But again, this is probably the easiest and best way to get people to presentation is by using Calendly. It is absolutely fantastic and wonderful and great. I love it. Okay, I have nothing bad to say about Calendly. So, yeah, and they're called workflows, like Sarabi said. And you can set up automatic reminders and automatic follow-ups with your link, all kinds of things. It's incredible what Calendly does. So it just streamlines everything for you and takes care of everything. In the meanwhile, my new members are to be in Mentors Telegram group. Yes. Yeah, and you don't want to take them out of there either. You want to encourage them to stay because your mentor may hear about a certain training or something before you maybe, and it doesn't hurt them to stay in the other group either. Yes, Calendly can send text reminders. Calendly is the best. I absolutely, guys, once you start using it, you'll definitely understand like why is it so crazy about Calendly. Once you start using it, you're gonna be like, oh my God, this is amazing. So they have what's called workflows, and you can add different workflows. Like see, mine sends an email reminder an hour before the event starts, okay, to whatever email they put when they're scheduling, okay. I have it send a text follow-up at the end of the presentation. Mine is set for an hour after, and it has, let me see if I can show you. So this one says ready to get, so this is what sends out to mine exactly an hour after the presentation is scheduled to start. This will get sent out to them via text. Ready to get started, text or call me at this number. That's my cell. If you missed it, this is a recorded version right here that Marty has. Okay. So if they didn't attend, or they want to recap, they can go watch the recorded version and then get back to me if they'd like to get started. I highly recommend you guys add that into your workflow. But yeah, it streamlines everything, guys. Calendly is wonderful. And that's all I'm going to say about it for today. I can go on and on and on and on and on. Yes, so you can, Sophia, you can invite everybody. We're going to get into that too. Anybody can schedule for a presentation. Okay, and we'll get into that here in a moment. That there's a lot to be covered today. Do you get a Zoom account, or is there a Zoom one from Evolution, or a Zoom? Zoom is not, so Zoom is free for 40 minutes. I think it's 40 minutes, might be 30 now. Basically, if you have a Zoom account and you're not paying for it, you can only do Zoom for like 30 or 40 minutes before it ends the meeting automatically. Okay, so if you're wanting to do full-on trainings yourself, you would probably want to pay. Depending on the type of training, we have access to different Zoom accounts that are already paid. As far as the Zooms for the presentations, those are paid for by the different presenters, and there's certain accounts that they use for those. And Beach Bosses has a certain Zoom designated for the presentation. You don't have to pay for that. You send out the Zoom information and people can log into it. I saw in one of the chats not to send a video. Is that for the initial presentation? Yeah, that's for the initial. If you're trying just to get somebody to a presentation, you don't want to automatically send out a video. It's always better to get them live, okay? But if you have somebody schedule a presentation, it's definitely okay and actually encouraged to send them a recorded version following, because if they don't show, and you're going to get a lot of people who schedule and don't show, and that's normal, then they still have access to the presentation even if they didn't show up. So that is fine. But you definitely don't just want to hand it out just because. You want to actually see if they'll schedule something first. Good morning, Chance. So the Beach Bosses schedule, we went over that a minute ago. The Beach Bosses schedule is on the advanced profit pool on the Infinity site, as well as it is shared in different team building chats on Telegram. So again, if you need access to that, you need to reach out to your mentor and let them know that you need access to the advanced profit pool training on the Infinity site, and let them know that you would like to be added to the appropriate team building chat for your team. Okay. And we're going to keep moving along, guys, because it's already 9:30 and we still have a lot to go over. Okay. So next up, we're going to go into LinkedIn. And we're just going to dive right into that. So this is my LinkedIn account. Okay. And I'm assuming you guys all have LinkedIn or probably have LinkedIn. If you don't have one, make sure you get one. When you're on LinkedIn, okay, you're going to create a company page. It is basically the same as creating a business page for Facebook, but it's on LinkedIn. So up here, when you're on your LinkedIn account, because I'm on my personal, you can see, okay, you're going to go up here where it says work and click on that and create company page down here at the bottom. Okay. You're going to click on company, and you're going to put your business name. Okay, whatever your business, travel business name is, you'll put that there. Okay, and it'll populate it here, linkedin.com/ whatever your company name is. Okay, if you have, and this is very important, so please hear me, if you have a personal travel business website that you have created that is not the one that is provided by Archer and Evolution, you may put it here. Okay. Do not put the Evo Travel Agent site in this box. The reason why is job boards, and LinkedIn is included, do not work well with travel agencies who also offer the optional mentorship side of the business. If you put the Evo travel website in here, you will probably get your account locked. Okay, more than likely. So you can leave this blank and that is fine. However, if you have your own personal business site that you have created via GoDaddy, Google, whatever, you can put that here. Okay. Do not put the Evo on there. Can't stress that enough. So then you're going to select industry. You can put, again, hospitality, travel arrangements, tourism, whatever you want there. Okay. For this, we'll just put hospitality. Organization size. For me, when I started, I did 2 to 10 because I was basing it off of my own personal team. Okay. Organization type, you're going to do public company. Okay. And then if you have a business logo, you would upload that here. And then you're going to put a tagline. Mine is no cost travel agent, something, something. I don't remember exactly what I put, but you can put something in here. You're going to click that. And then you're going to create. Oh, what did I not put? Okay. It's one of my alternate ones, guys, is Great Escape Hospitality. Move this box out. So you're going to create page, okay, and go through. Once you have done that, this is what it's going to look like, okay? So I'm going to take you guys back now. Get my fingers to work. I'm going to go back to my home page. So once you've created your company page, you can create a job posting, okay? Up here in the top right corner, it says post a job. Really? Really? Okay, bear with me, guys. All right, so this is what it's going to bring you to. So you do a job title. As you can see here, I have it say customer service representative. If you can put travel agent, travel consultant, you can put whatever you want for the job title. The reason I have it set at customer service representative is I tend to get more applicants by having it set to that. I also, every now and then I'll change it and I'll put travel coordinator or something like that. And you can do that too. I just see a larger amount of applicants if I use something that is customer service related in the job title. Personal preference, do as you wish, okay? It's going to automatically, since you've created a company page and uploaded a logo, it's going to automatically put that in here for you. This is my business name that I use, and there's my logo. Workplace type, make sure you have it selected as remote. And then the location, I use United States because that's primarily the people that I'm trying to reach out to. Okay, you will still get applicants from other areas, and that's okay. Then you're going to do employment type. I keep it at full time, and you're going to click start a job post. Okay, this, since I use it all the time, already has my stuff here. I will let you guys look at it. Go ahead and screenshot it. For some reason, last time I did this, it wouldn't let me copy and paste it into the chat box. So I will let you guys screenshot this here. This is mine. It is a very short job description, but I have found that short and sweet works best. Okay. You don't want to copy this word for word, but you're welcome to screenshot that and then go back and change a few things and kind of, you know, make it your own, personalize it to your liking. But that's what I use for my job description. Down here, as far as skills, you don't want to put a bunch of stuff because that will also reduce the amount of applicants that you receive. The only thing I have here is customer service. And then you're going to continue. Okay. It's going to have, you're going to receive emails when people apply, and that's fine. The easiest way to respond to applicants is going to be to come into LinkedIn Once you respond to one, it'll automatically go to the next one, and we'll go over that in just a second. So down here, it's going to have all these different screening questions. Don't mess with any of that. Okay. The reason, again, you don't want to reduce the amount of applicants that you get. Okay. You don't want to do anything that's going to keep people from being able to apply to your job. Okay. And then you're going to click continue. Now, I already have a job opened right now that's currently running, so it will not let me post another free job. I would have to pay to have a second one open. So I can't do it. Yours should say select free. You would click on that and then it'll open up your job. Okay. So I'm going to go over to my job post. So here's my posted job. You can see it's open right now. Okay. I'm going to click on that. So here it shows that I have had 8 applicants with 5 results. What this means is this is the 5 results is the actual amount of people that I can respond to. LinkedIn is going to automatically filter out some of the applicants. Okay, that is normal. So if you see that and you're wondering why, that's because for whatever reason, 3 of these other applicants who applied were filtered out by LinkedIn automatically. Okay, so these are the people. So now I'm going to show you what I respond with. Okay. And again, this is why you want to already have Calendly set up before you go and create the job posting. So I'm going to message them. Okay. This is not, and so it automatically will put this long thing in here. That is not what I respond to them with. I don't use the automatic response that LinkedIn gives me. Let me see if I can show you. Let me go back to my messaging, wherever that's at. There we go, at the top. So I'm going to show you. I don't have it saved on my computer. I do all of my LinkedIn from my phone. I have all of my responses and everything saved to a notes in my phone. So let's go down here. So this right here is what I send to my applicants. Okay. I respond back. Hi, Caitlin. I reviewed your application for our travel specialist customer service position. Please take a moment to schedule your informational webinar. Here's that beautiful Calendly link. Okay. And then if you do not see a time that works for you, please check back in a day or 2 as I'm only able to schedule a few days out. Again, remember, you're only scheduling 3 to 4 days out. Please note, and I have this last part on here because I do have the 2 options. And if I don't put this on there, I get asked several times a day, which one do I pick? Which link do I pick? So I put on here, note, you only need to schedule one under whichever link has a day and time that works for you. Okay. So again, you guys, I'll leave that there for a moment so you guys can screenshot that if you'd like, so you can refer back to it later. But this is the response that I send to all of my applicants. Okay. And that's pretty much it. That's how you do it. So, and once they schedule, you'll get a notification from Calendly if you have your notifications on for that. I keep mine off again, or else my phone would just never stop. But you'll get notifications, and when you go into Calendly, you'll be able to actually look at your schedules and see who has scheduled a presentation for what day. Okay, so it's super awesome. And so you'll know when to expect people. So I'm going to go back to the chat box. Do you need a personal account to get a business one on LinkedIn? I don't know. I've always just had my personal one that I started with back when I actually was doing other job searching, looking for a regular job. But so I just use that. But you can, I don't know if you can or not. But it's because the company, I would assume so, because the company one isn't really its own account. It's more of a company page. And then you can go in there and post ads and things on it like you would on a Facebook business page. So that would be my recommendation. Yes, you create the ad with your own so when you're creating the ad, you're doing that from your business page. When you're creating the job posting, you're creating that from your company page. Same thing when you're posting a travel ad, you would post it from your company page on LinkedIn. And I do not pay for LinkedIn. I've never paid a dime to LinkedIn. I've done all of my stuff for free. After this training has been recorded, Kathleen, it takes a little bit for them to like process and stuff. Once it's done processing, I'll be uploading it to my YouTube channel, and I will go ahead and copy my YouTube into my YouTube channel, guys. It does not have a whole lot, so don't expect like tons and tons of great content. But it is here for you guys. So I will go ahead and copy that into the chat box for you guys right now. There you go. So I just have I have 4 videos. Okay, here's your Calendly one that I shared already. There's an in-depth one on Canva, a multi-destination one I did, and then this is one I did yesterday on what vendors to use for what. So, and then I'll be adding that one to this as well today. Okay. Thank you, Sophia. I appreciate that. I think I've come a long way in the past month or two of doing trainings. Um, so I've gone over how to reply to people and everything. So again, save it, whatever you use most often, or even save it to both. Save it to your computer, save it to your phone. Again, I use LinkedIn primarily from my phone because to me it's just quicker and easier, and I can do it on the go. I've been in Walmart sometimes, and I stop for a couple of minutes and I reply to applicants in Walmart, wherever you're at. So, and the app is free too. And so it's very easy to do it that way as well. Okay, so that's kind of LinkedIn in a nutshell. Another thing I wanted to touch on today is posting job ads on, you can do them both on LinkedIn and on other social medias. So I use Poster My Wall primarily. I have used Canva in the past. That's why I have a Canva training. Poster My Wall is similar. I actually prefer Poster My Wall now that I use it. So I will show you guys kind of a little example of a job posting type ad. Let me find one. I gotta scroll down a ways. Let's see here. Here's one that I created. And this is all based off of a template. This whole thing was put together. I just took out the wording and put my own stuff. Okay. You can even use QR codes for your Calendly link. You can get a free QR code. There's several sites that do them for free. And you can even put a QR code in a picture like this, and somebody can just scan it and they'll be sent right to your Calendly link. Okay, I've done ones like that too. So this basically, it has it here. The only thing I don't like about this is this doesn't come through as a hyperlink, so they can't click on it. They would have to like copy and paste or type it in. But let me see if I can find one where I have a QR. Let's see. This is a video I did for it. And again, it has a QR code. The reason I didn't post this is because in order to post something like a video from Poster My Wall, it comes with this ugly watermark on the front, and I don't like that, but this is one that I created a while back. I might have paid $2 to post it one time for free, but I thought it was super cool. So, because they have a QR code and all they have to do is scan it and they're taken right to my Calendly link, which is awesome. So you can do anything like that. Okay. And you can share those to Instagram. You can put them on LinkedIn on your company page, and then cross post it to your personal page on LinkedIn. You can put it on your Facebook business page and cross share it to groups and onto your personal Facebook page as well. Share it on TikTok if you're a TikToker. I personally can't stand TikTok. I absolutely hate it with a passion. It infuriates me. It annoys me so bad. I just want to like stab myself in the face. I hate TikTok. Hate it. So, but that is it, guys. So I'm going to go back to the chat box again. Let's see here. Yeah. So again, yeah, like I just answered that question. I posted to Facebook and I post to Instagram and my LinkedIn. Post to my wall is free, Earl. There is a paid version you can use, just like Canva's free, but they have a paid version. The only thing I do know, I don't know about Canva, with Poster My Wall, I like the templates a lot better. Because again, this girl swimming in the pool, that was already done. All I had to do was put my information in. So the paid version, I tried it out for a month and I was disappointed because if you pay, it was like $10 a month. Okay. And you can post the videos without the watermark at that point, right? Which is super awesome. But you pay $10 for a month, but you only get, I think it was like 4 videos without a watermark per month. Even though you've paid $10, you only get like, they limit you on how many videos you can post without the watermark, or how many you can download without the watermark. So I didn't like that. But I use it for other things. So you're very welcome. Do you use your website as well, like a button to schedule a meeting? So on my website, I will show you guys my website real quick. I think I do. Let's see here. Contact us. On my contact us page here. So I have free travel quote. I have my Facebook button, and then click. Yeah. So if you want to become part of our amazing team, I have a link here. Click on that, and it's going to bring you straight to my Calendly. How cool is that? Okay. Anywhere. I also have a QR code. I don't have a business card on me. On my business cards on the back, I have a QR code and it says want to become an agent. And again, QR code takes them straight to my Calendly. Anywhere you can incorporate your Calendly link, do it by all means. Why leave money on the table, guys? Take advantage, use it for everything that you possibly can. So thank you, Sarabi, for asking about that. I don't even think about it because it's just there. Um, but yeah, absolutely. There's a couple of different free QR code websites. I don't remember exactly which one. I always have to go back and Google and filter through again because I don't use it that often. Do they give you something if you refer us to Poster My Wall? No, they don't. Again, I don't have a paid version. Once I have a paid version, they might do something then, but I don't have one right now. So no, there's no referral thing for the free version. Poster My Wall is absolutely fantastic. And I don't know why it doesn't get talked about as much. I did a training on it last week, I think it was, but it was not a good training, guys. And I don't know if anybody who's on here right now was on that training. If you were, I am so sorry. I was not having a good day that day. It was I was off. I don't know. It was not good. So I'll try to do another one at some point, maybe even if it's just me with no audience. How do you add a QR code when inviting people from LinkedIn, or can you? So you can share a post like the one I showed you to LinkedIn and do a QR code that way. Otherwise, on LinkedIn, Casey, you're going to be creating the job posting, and that's how you're going to get people on LinkedIn, is through your job post. Okay, post the job, and then you'll share your account when you reply to them. After my messaging up here, when you respond to applicants, you're going to respond to them and give them your Calendly link, like down here, right here. Again, you're going to send them your Calendly link, not a QR code. Okay. And that's how you would handle that on LinkedIn as far as the job posting part goes. If you wanted to post something on your LinkedIn for a job posting with a QR code that way, you could share like an ad, like I showed you my post from. Let me go here. I'll just show you. Let's see here. I think I might have one on here. This is my company page. Let's see. It's my travel ad, see? Okay, and I always put a link up here to my website and hashtags and things. This is all. I primarily post, because I have job ads going, I primarily post travel ads on it, okay? But every now and then I will post a prospect one, I think. If I can find one. I don't know if they have one. I could be scrolling for a while, guys. But you could, like, just like you post a travel ad, you could post a prospect ad here with your QR code that way and try to rope people in. Yeah, so you can't see the QR code in Calendly. So where was that? Where I'm getting all lost on where I'm going here. Mm, mhm. I've got just a few minutes left. So you can't show it a link in your QR code in Calendly. What you're doing, guys, is you are creating a QR code. Okay. You're creating a QR code through, you go to basically what you do is you go to Google, okay, and you'll type in free QR code generator. And it's going to bring, you know how Google is, it's going to bring up a ton. Some of them will say free. When you click on it, they actually aren't free, but there are several that are free. I just don't remember exactly which website I use, so I couldn't tell you. I always have to go back through and look and check and see, but so they're free. You go in there, and what you do is on the website for the QR code generator, all you'll do is you'll take, like, let's say you have your Calendly link. Let's go home. What you would do is you would take and you would copy and paste your Calendly link right here, and you'd copy and paste it onto that QR code generator site. There's a spot that'll ask you for your link that you're wanting to create a QR code for. You'll copy and paste that on, and it takes like a minute, and it'll pop up a QR code that you can then download or screenshot, and then you can share it wherever you want. Put it on any kind of flyer you want to add it to. You can also add it, like when I create my business cards, I put it on my business card, but that's how you would get that. Branch up. So Earl, I do have branch up on my Facebook business page. Every once in a while, I will share things to LinkedIn from branch up, but I have not added branch up to my LinkedIn yet. And if that's a thing, I never even thought about doing that. So thank you for that idea, and I'm going to try it. I only currently have it set up for my Facebook. Yes, you can create a QR code for your website. You can create a QR code for your Facebook. You can create a QR for anything, pretty much. If it has a URL, you can create a QR code for it. Okay. Yeah, and it's free. So I love QR codes. So I have to order new business cards, and I'm going to make sure that I have my Calendly link on a QR code on those ones as well. But you can use it for all kinds of stuff. Yep, absolutely. So any last minute questions? We have 5 minutes left where I can answer any other questions you guys may have. So I'm glad this has been helpful. So Chance says BranchUp has been working a version for other platforms last I heard, but it had not yet come out for LinkedIn. Okay. So there you go. So I know you can share from your Facebook business page to LinkedIn. So you could do it that way. So you could take a BranchUp post and share it across. Okay. Yeah. So check it out, guys. It may or may not be available. Doesn't hurt to check. Oh, okay. So Jody does use BranchUp for LinkedIn. So there you go. Now you have your answer. Yes, the next Zoom meeting I will be in actually starts in 5 minutes. It's a Q&A. I'm hopping on with Marty. It's just a general Q&A. Okay, so not geared towards anything in particular. And that Zoom ID is, here we go again, because I don't remember because I'm terrible. Guys, if I didn't have clipboards for things, I would be a lost soul. The next training I'm hopping on here in 5 minutes is that Zoom ID right there. Password is 123. And then we're hopping on another one at 2:00 this afternoon Pacific time for the same thing, another general Q&A. You could use LinkedIn for or Linktree for a QR codes as well. Okay, it's a good way to have all of your info in one place. There you go, guys. More info. But yeah, that's there. My YouTube is shared in the chats for you guys. And I'll post this one there. I also will post a link to this training to the different chats as well. I usually post it to the Beach Bosses on Facebook, and I also post it to the Team Beach Bosses team chat. I post it in my own team chat, and I believe I post them in the trainers and presenters so those leaders can also share them with their team. So there's many different ways that you guys will be able to access this training later on, okay? And my name is Hannah Owens. Not a problem, Earl. You're very, very welcome, guys. I'm going to go ahead and pop off here because I got to go log into the other one and get ready to help more people. So see you guys around and good luck with everything. Again, if you need me for something, I am in the chats. You may have to reach out to me and like tag me because I probably won't see it otherwise. But yeah, you guys have a good rest of your day. If I see you on the next training, then I'll see you in a minute.